What is up, guys? It is James and I am back with another video. Today is day 6 and today we're going to be talking about fair value gaps. All the people that know of fair value gaps, you guys can skip ahead. I'll leave some timestamps down below so you can skip ahead, but for the people that don't know what fair value gaps are, I'm going to go over, give you a little context, show you guys what it is. So we'll make this real quick. Have TradingView mapped out right here. Fair value gaps. Fair value gap is a 3 candlestick pattern. As you can see, this is a bullish trend right here, bullish candles right here. We have one candle right here, another second candle, and then our third candle. What is a fair value gap? A fair value gap is found by marking out the first top wick for bullish fair value gaps. The first top wick right here that I have marked out. This wick, mark out that high right there on the first candle with the wick. Then you want to mark out the bottom wick of the third candle right here. So that is essentially our fair value gap. That is how you mark them out. So what I like to do is take out a rectangle and you can mark it out right here within this range right here. Let me change the color to gray, light gray right there. So this right here is our fair value gap. This box right here is our fair value gap. Same thing with bearish trend. You can see bottom wick right here. You want to mark this out. And then you want to mark out the top wick of the third candle for bearish fair value gaps. So essentially it is just the area between the 3 candlesticks right here marked out by the wicks. So these are our fair value gaps right here. And what is a fair value gap? Well, for fair value gaps, within a bullish trend, you want bullish fair value gaps to be held. So what does that mean exactly? When I say bullish fair value gaps are going to be held, we do not expect price to come below this fair value gap. We expect price to come into this fair value gap, take out some liquidity. There's liquidity within this fair value gap right here, and we expect price to hold and stay above this fair value gap right here and shoot up. Same thing with bearish trend. We expect bearish fair value gaps to hold. We do not expect price to come all the way up here and then shoot down. We expect price to take liquidity here, come back into this fair value gap, and then have this hold and continue lower. That plays into a role of market structure. So that is a quick overview of what fair value gaps are. How do I use fair value gaps? Well, on the higher time frame, I like to use fair value gaps to tell me the direction of where price is trending. If we take a look right here on the 4-hour time frame, let's make a 4-hour chart. Expect price to be, this is our 4-hour time frame right here. If there is a fair value gap, a 4-hour fair value gap right here, I'm expecting price to have this hold. If we take a look at these example, I'll go ahead, just take a little, try to find an example for you guys. Here we go. So let me bar replay. Let's see. Right here. So as you can see right here, there is a 4-hour fair value gap right here from this low to this high, and we see that price is creating a higher low or a lower high right here, and it is holding. So we are in a bearish downtrend. I know that we're in a downtrend from price reacting off of this fair value gap right here. Let's see if we scale down to the 1-hour time frame, see if we get a better picture. Let's see. I know yesterday was a good example, so I'll go over that for you guys. But essentially, what I like to look for is I like to see what fair value gaps are getting held. If bullish fair value gaps are getting held, that means we are in a bullish trend. If bearish fair value gaps are getting held, that means we're in a bearish trend. What we do not want to do is we do not want to be trading when price is reacting off of two fair value gaps. I'll go ahead, show you an example from yesterday actually. Let me go to market open yesterday. Monday the 9th, right here. So as you can see right here, price, ideally, if you were in a bullish trend, we want bullish fair value gaps getting respected and bearish fair value gaps getting disrespected. We do not want to see bearish fair value gaps getting respected if we're in a bullish trend, because that means that sellers are coming back into the market. So if you take a look at yesterday, we can see where are the fair value gaps. We have a 4-hour fair value gap right here that we can mark out, and you can see that it's getting respected. Price is reacting off of this fair value gap right here from this area right here. So knowing that, we're displacing downwards. Where is it displacing to? It's displacing into this 4-hour fair value gap. This fair value gap right here is a bearish fair value gap because it came from bearish candles. This right here is a bullish fair value gap. So with that, seeing that we're reacting off of both bearish and bullish fair value gaps, it is hard to tell if we are more bearish or more bullish. So knowing that in mind, you want to be more skeptical of when placing a trade because we do not know if we're more bearish or if we're more bullish. Scaling down to the 1-hour time frame, we can scale down. We see that if we take a look right here, let's go to market open, or that's actually moved to 6 a.m. So as you can see right here, we can also see on the 1-hour time frame, fair value gaps occur on all time frames. Mark out this 1-hour time frame right here, and you can see we're reacting off of this 1-hour fair value gap since I'm on the 1-hour time frame. So what does that tell me? Short term, we're probably going to be bearish since we are reacting on the 4-hour time frame right here, and then we came into a 1-hour fair value gap marked out right here from the 1-hour time frame. We're reacting off of it. Short term, I'm expecting more bearish price action. Where's our drawn liquidity? We have this drawn liquidity right here at this low right here. So what happens? Let's go to market open. 6:15. And then you can see right here, price instantly at market open goes to this drawn liquidity. We're reacting off of this 1-hour fair value gap. So that is how I like to use fair value gaps. I just look to see what gaps are being respected. Are bullish gaps being respected and are bearish gaps being disrespected? That means we're in a bullish bullish uptrend. And if bearish gaps are getting respected and bullish fair value gaps are getting disrespected, that means we are in a downtrend. If both directions are getting respected, if bullish and bearish fair value gaps are being respected, that means we are in a range and we do not want to be trading in those certain conditions. So how do I know what fair value gaps to use? For example, whenever I'm trading, I always want to trade with the trend. Say price is trending like this. I cannot predict what fair value gaps are being used. Say we're on the 1-minute time frame and we have a fair value gap right here, a fair value gap right here, and a fair value gap all the way down here. How do I know what fair value gap is going to be held? Say we start retracing, we start rebalancing. Say we rebalance into here. How do I know if this will hold? We do not know if it's going to hold. Since we understand the concept of fair value gap, since we're in an uptrend, we can expect fair value gaps to hold, but we cannot expect and predict it because that will just be gambling. We cannot come in and just place a trade right here, place a long, expecting this fair value gap to hold. We cannot just place a trade while price is retracing into this fair value gap and having a stop loss below here, because price can definitely continue lower into these fair value gaps right here. So how do we know what fair value gap to use? Well, we simply cannot predict it. The only way, as a continuation trader myself, how I like to trade fair value gaps is I like to see confirmation out of those fair value gaps. What is confirmation? I want to see some sort of bullish candles out of those gaps if we're in an uptrend. What is a bullish candle? I do not take wicks as bullish candles. I want to see full body candle closures. I want to see a strong closure like this, ideally two strong candles. One candle like this, and then a second candle, another second candle like that without any strong wick showing seller pressure. I want to see full candle closures like this. And seeing strong closure like that, that gives me confidence that this fair value gap is getting held. That would allow me to take a long right here. Say this candle was a little bit lower, like this. This is our internal high. Something like this will give me more confidence that this fair value gap is going to hold. If price comes into this range, this fair value gap right here, and it instantly just displaces it, disrespects it, then I do not have confidence in this fair value gap right here. I want to see candle closures. If it comes into here, continues lower, it may come into here. Then, if we get some sort of strong candle closures like this, just imagine these are candles, something like this, then I have confidence that this fair value gap is going to hold. So we cannot predict what fair value gap is going to get held. We can only get confirmation from the candles that are coming out of those fair value gaps. So do not just place a trade expecting a fair value gap to hold. We want to see those fair value gaps get respected by seeing some sort of confirmation through candlestick body closures coming out of them. So that is how I like to use it. I also use 5-minute and 15-minute time frames. 5-minute and 15-minute time frames for fair value gaps is what I consider an A+ A+ fair value gap. I stay away from 1-minute and 3-minute fair value gaps. The only time I use 1-minute and 3-minute fair value gaps if price is just trending like this with no retraces at all. And the only retrace we get could be into a 1-minute fair value gap like this. And then we get a continuation like this. If price is just shooting up or shooting down, then that's when I'll use a 1-minute or a 3-minute fair value gap. I'll go over an example. You can see in this example right here, this was December 17th. This video right here, this strategy is so easy. I'll leave a card so you guys can watch out for a more in-depth reasoning on why I took this trade, but I'm going to go over it in this video slightly, just talking about fair value gaps. So let's go back to that date, December 17th, right here, and let's play through some candles. So as you can see right here, let's replay. So take a look. We are in overall downtrend and we are trending lower right here. So what do I expect? Where is our draw on liquidity? We have a draw on liquidity right here at this low right here. So looking at the time frame, 1-minute time frame, let's scale down. And if we play candles, let me play more candles actually. Okay, right here. So if you take a look, going to the 1-hour time frame, where we see price is trending lower, where is our fair value gaps? We have a bullish fair value gap right here. This is the only fair value gap that will stop us from hitting this drawn liquidity. Price might come to this drawn liquidity and reverse. What is the probability of that after seeing these strong candles trending lower to this strong liquidity? Not very probable, but it can happen. So I mark out this drawn liquidity right here, or not this drawn liquidity, this fair value gap, and I mark this as an inverse fair value gap. What is an inverse fair value gap? It is when price inverses this right here is inversing this fair value gap. That is an inverse fair value gap. So looking at that, if we replay our bars, so I'm watching this 1 hour fair value gap, seeing if it gets respected. And I see it doesn't get respected. It gets disrespected. That makes it a inverse fair value gap. If I know that the bullish fair value gap is getting disrespected, then I'm very confident that we will continue lower to this drawn liquidity. So what do? I wait for a retrace into some sort of fair value gap. But as you can see right here, price is just shooting down right here. As you can see, there is no retraces. It's just all bearish candles. Really no retraces, making nothing where there is lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. It is just going straight down. That is when I want to use 1 minute and 3 minute fair value gaps. So what do? Play more candles. I'm waiting for some sort of retrace into a fair value gap. And right here, we get a nice retrace. Where do we get a nice retrace? If you go to the 3 minute time frame, you can see we get a retrace into this 3 minute time frame right here. 3 minute fair value gap right here. And what do we get? We come into it, I want to see some sort of confirmation that this fair value gap is going to hold. We get one nice candle out of there. What do? I want ideally 2 candles. And we get a second candle right here. I take a short right here. Stop loss above this high right here, targeting this draw liquidity right here. So play that out and you can see that hits. So that is how I use fair value gaps. I always want to see confirmation out of them. I always utilize if we're respecting or disrespecting fair value gaps. That is how I tell if we're trending or not. If we're respecting both bullish and bearish fair value gaps, that is how I know we're in a range and I do not want to be engaging in a trade. So I hope I simplified that down for you guys. It is a very, very simple concept. Very simple. Trading is very, very simple. And all you have to do is be patient and wait for your setup. So I appreciate you guys for staying till the end. If you made it to the end, subscribe if you haven't already, like the video if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.